Thank you.
Welcome back, people.
Clear turn on the way, 2018 Ford Fusion and Ford.
Okay, I'll be code 6 with it.
Alright.
And 10900 block of Brand.
They got the highway already cleared. They were clearing it just as I got up here. They were that quick.
So doing clear.
And they didn't have the canine officer. They called him off.
7, I'm right down the street.
So I tried talking the officer into broadcasting what I have to the canine officer over the radio.
7-4. I'm going to stand by on lighting it up till 7-3's okay.
So I don't know if he's going to do it or not.
Southbound.
But he might. They're inventorying the car. He's got to finish inventorying the car. So hopefully he broadcasts it to the canine officer as a joke. That would be some pretty funny stuff, huh?
Okay.
So they were questioning the 4 people, but I don't know where they're at that they're questioning them now, because I didn't see any more cars around here. So this is one of the 2 vehicles. The other one that got rear-ended dropped out 2 portable generators out of the back of the pickup, but kept going up the highway. So good chance they didn't have the insurance, and just kept going. You get hit in the back end hard enough to drop out 2 generators. Well, you don't take off when you're the one rear-ended, unless there's something seriously wrong with the situation where they have warrants or they don't have insurance or something. So but we'll sit here and watch them inventory and see if they'll help perpetrate the joke on the canine officer or not, since the officer was called off. Yeah, it could be any number of things why they kept going. So, but it would be easier if the officer can get on the radio and deliver that joke to them. Even funnier if it went over the radio.
That's from, where does it register?
So all we can do is sit and wait and see.
Yeah, just take something with you.
So is this officer right here, I believe, that I was talking to about putting it over the radio. So if he does it or not, that's the big question. I'm like, come on, it's April 1st. April Fool's Day. So let's see what's going to happen here besides them leaving. I don't know if he's going to do it. Something tells me he's not gonna.
I'll cover 3731.
1057. I'll be on my way from County Road 285.
No, you're too far. Just go.
Okay.
Ross Kahn, how you doing? Hello again, Grams of Beth.
Right, 73, copy.
So their vehicle that was in the accident's now towed off. The other one, well, it drove off a long time ago.
Or just confirming the plate came back on a light 42.
I'll check.
Yeah, he ain't going for his radio. Looks like he's gonna drive off. Doesn't look like he's gonna attempt the joke.
The white 2018 Ford Fusion.
Okay, great. Thanks.
239.
Well, I tried. I tried to get it delivered to him in one way or another. What's up, Trevor? They're in the emergency room, really? Huh. I haven't seen you yet. You're hiding? I don't think they're gonna help with the joke. What a bummer. If they do, though, it'll be captured on Broadcastify if I miss it. On being able to record it. You're not wearing a mask. Oh.
Hardy didn't want to make a report, but he's going to submit the video to my email. You show her.
Oh, somebody's got a video.
2040.
Interested. You won 86,000 in California's Fantasy 5 game today. Nice, Ross Kahn. Very nice. Is that real money?
Right, 72, copy 2041.
Oh, April Fools. Of course. Well, for a moment there, we're all happy for you. Now we're just sad you didn't. Oh. They have another call in Brighton. I don't know where it was because it got walked over by another city. So it's probably on the other end of town. Yeah.
2042.
Brian 20, copy 2042. So you can clear out the attempted contact. We're not going tonight. Copy, sir, 2042.
Oh, come on. On Zoom all the way.
The disturbance in progress is now trespass to vehicle just occurred. It looks like there was a male on the unit open vehicle door.
Yeah, that's unzoomed right there.
Okay, copy, no.
Copy. We have multiple callers on this describing the suspect to be a Hispanic male wearing a black shirt and blue pants.
All right. Well, we're up in Brighton now.
Take further.
Just had a warning towards everyone in here. Yeah. Okay.
The party is holding the male down somewhere in the area.
Holding the male down. The perpetrator, obviously.
2043. 2043. And 27 for Chinese driver.
He completely blacks out. Okay, that's what I was trying to stop in the first place.
Okay, there's a chance of him going into custody. By any means, just get this further.
Okay, and 7-4, what's the last word of the
Last quarter will be 1218.
We'll go down here to well, we're on Main Street. We'll go down here to Bridge Street.
Okay.
paper?
See if we can find something else going on here in Brighton. Is that a Holly that said hey? I think it was.
Brian 7-4, track individual. Okay, 4389 Crestone Peak Street, 4389 Crestone Peak Street, break. We have a male who's saying that he drank too much, now his girlfriend's yelling at him because he got too drunk.
He drank too much and now his girlfriend's yelling at him for getting drunk.
Right, so
He needs saving from his girlfriend.
2045, break, 2 Brian 25. So what do you got? An attempt to contact from Culver City. We'll get to it in a second. Copy, sir, 2046.
So you know it's bad when you're calling the cops to get protected from your girlfriend, right? Because you're too drunk.
When you can hear all units GOA.
Copy and sending you a breaking relation.
Okay.
Breaking violation, East 105 in Black Hawk, 105 Avenue in Black Hawk. Twenty 47.
6106.
Oh, Ross, thank you for the PayPal. Let's find where the rest of Brighton went to.
District 2. 27th Bridge.
27th and Bridge.
Family Dollar, 1511 East Bridge Street, 1511 East Bridge Street. We have the employee stating that there's going to be a white van on scene, saying that the male put his hands on the female, possibly kids involved.
That's just right in front of us.
Thank you.
1511.
2048.
We're at 4th and Bridge right now, so it's 15th and Bridge. At the Family Dollar store. I know where that's at.
Brighton 7.
We'll be there in a couple minutes.
Brian 77, copy 2048. Brian 75, clear arrest, and I'll be around for that as well. 75, okay, 2048.
Should be right behind the Burger King up here.
Brian 74, copy 2048.
Be a fresh call too. We're at 9th, so we're only 6 blocks away.
Can you send Evans code 2? Suspects complain in your face.
That's Commerce City they're talking, not Brighton, so it's not the same call. Are we gonna beat Brighton there? We're almost there. Say Brighton ain't that big.
Hands up, we're on 15 to touch point.
Brian 74.
Boy, Georgia, Adam. 911. Boy, Georgia,
Oh,
Adam.
they're there already.
911.
They're quick. You can't beat Brighton to them. You can be 6 blocks away from it.
2 Brian 20, copy.
Roughly.
Brian 74 is coming back.
And they're still gonna beat you to it.
2008 red Nissan Rogue.
Triangle. 2050.
2 officers on scene now.
White Nissan van. 2050. TV. 2050.
I'll stay in the vehicle for this one for... You never know what's going to happen.
Info.
3rd unit's on
Doesn't sound
scene.
like the person's complaining. They're trying to make sure the officer's okay. Officer.
You never know what's going to happen on a domestic. Stringer videos are more in demand since the virus. Yeah, probably are, because news crews don't want to go out there and get the virus. Yeah, they're talking to the passenger. Now my fuel light goes on. Turn off the Jeep.
Yeah, the service appointment.
Time to begin.
I'm talking to the female passenger on the right side of the van. The man's on the left side. You're talking to him. I think one officer went inside to talk to the employees there. Probably the reporting party. But we have a good enough view that I don't need to get in their way on this one. Roll down the windows. Maybe turn down the radio a little bit too. Got shot. What? What the hell? What the hell are they talking about? There's the female.
That ambulance would step it up. Now he's saying that he can't breathe at all.
I got me safe anymore.
Why are they holding up his ID like that? Brandon J said, I got shot? No, I didn't get shot. Anybody hurt? I don't think so for here. Have you guys heard what happened with Eric? Do you guys need me to cover what happened with Eric?
Triple D on his level 4.
Okay.
Thanks, thanks.
You missed it? Alright. Eric had court the other day and pled guilty to some of the charges that he's facing. In particular, he pled guilty to 3 felonies. The 3 felonies he pled guilty to were the ones related to Jefferson County, Adams County, and Denver County with the judges. In his plea bargain, he took a lower charge than... Oh, got another one coming up next to me. A lower charge than what he was charged with, of course. And it took the ability of Jefferson County and Adams County from sentencing him.
600, you just want to come over here. We need a fingerprint scanner.
That's why they were holding up his ID. Well, wait a minute. Maybe that was Commerce City who just was speaking. So, anyways, do and you don't. When it's in.
What's right? How are you, buddy?
All right, how you doing? When it's in one deal, it's a whole different matter. So, 3 counts of retaliating against a judge. So, by taking this plea bargain, he's taking away Adams County from being able to sentence him for it, and Jefferson County, and the big one was Jefferson County. Judge Munch. So it took a bunch of other charges off the books at the same time, by the way, in this agreement. So Denver District Attorney Beth McCann announced 49-year-old Eric Brandt pleaded guilty to 3 felony counts of retaliating against a judge, which is a F5, class 5 felony. It was much higher felonies that he was facing, for which he faces a sentencing range of 1 to 6 years incarceration for each count. This plea agreement consolidates multiple cases against Brandt that originated in Denver County, Adams County, and Jefferson County. The first incident to which Brandt pleaded guilty occurred on December 18, 2018, involving a Denver judge. The second incident on November 19th involved a Jefferson County judge, and December 2nd and 3rd, they were saying, of 2019, Brandt retaliated against an Adams County judge, judicial assistant Adams County Sheriff's Office deputy, to which he also pleaded guilty. So they talk a little bit about the cases on it, and Eric as well, about being an environmental activist group and everything else and whatnot. So he's taking a lot of the stuff off the books, and he faces sentencing, I think it's April 26th. Yeah, for words and everything. But he faced 3 trials if he, went against him. So 3 different trials, and any one of them they could have got him on, maybe. And he was worried about the Jefferson County one mostly. So so he faces a possibility of up to 18 years in jail over the 3 charges. But I seriously doubt that they would give him 18 years, or if they do, that it would be concurrent, running at the same time. So my guess is that he's going to face a minimum of 2 years, and he might see up to 5 years for total. Yeah, it does get thrown around a lot. So we'll see on the 26th of April here what he gets sentenced to. He gets sentenced in Jefferson County for a misdemeanor, by the way, maximum of 45 days. That's all Jefferson County gets out of him, is a possible 45-day sentence out of it. And he's already done 130 days in Jefferson County. That would be counted towards it. So he ain't going to spend any more time in Jefferson County. So Jefferson County's out of the equation of everything.
577, copy 2101.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see what will happen. So he's been worried about, all 3 cases. So he took care of it all at once, not just those 3 cases. He took care of a bunch of cases all at once by pleading to those. So I don't think you'll have to step foot in a courtroom to face a charge in Jefferson County at all, other than the one for the sentencing. So I was expecting Eric to go live and explain it to everybody, but he hasn't yet. Maybe he will on the 3rd for the thing they got going for the Auditor Summit. So I don't know, we'll see. So I know he's not stressed about, all these cases anymore, at least. Let's see if they're going to arrest this guy or not. They may or may not arrest him. Depends on her, I think. So I hope that answers some questions about what's going on with Eric.
977. Please confirm the address one more time, please.
Well, he still has 1983 lawsuits out too. So he's still going to be going to court for all that as well, for rights violations. She's getting out of the vehicle, so I don't think she's going to be riding in the vehicle to wherever she needs to go. The question now is, of course, are they arresting him and towing the van? Arresting him and leaving the van? Not arresting him, giving her a ride? So we shall see here shortly what's going to happen. It kind of looks like the sergeant. Wonder if that is the sergeant. It is. That's the sergeant from the other night, DeMuro. Pretty decent guy. Looks like they're leaving him be. Looks like they're getting out of there. Oh, she's gonna drive the van? He gets to walk home? What? Is it her van? Brighton's leaving, so he's not under arrest. So there was 4 units here. The 4th unit had left. He had pulled up next to me. So one's leaving. That leaves 2 of them here still. No one's driving the van?
You can show me clear breaks. Go ahead. I'll be around 2 money truck individual in my district.
Interact to what? So now you got the scoop on what's going on with Eric. The world knows what happened with Eric now, because the district attorney felt they needed to put out a news release on it. So, a news release, and they're all happy, apparently. So, in the words to somebody I know, I'd say they broke Eric Brandt. If he wants to break down to plead guilty, I think they broke him. They just threw enough crap at the wall to see what would stick, that Eric gave up. Didn't think he'd be able to fight it all. You guys saw how they treated him. That they arrested him. He got out. They arrested him again. He got out, and they arrested him again. And he felt that was going to be, what was going to happen for it. you know, the pattern that they'd keep throwing charges at him. A defeated man, yeah. That would be it, a defeated man. So until they're not going to be happy until they get him on something. Yeah, they never stopped. And hell, they wanted 3 ankle monitors on him. You know.
I copy, sir. Go ahead.
I'll cover 3711.
Yeah.
209.
So we shall see towards the end of the month here. By taking a plea bargain, I don't think he can sue him for anything of any of the charges at this point. I don't think he cares. He already has lawsuits against police stations for rights violations anyway. So, yeah.
209.
So the van's still here. They walked off. I can still see the guy to my left. I don't know if this other vehicle is involved.
Yeah, 104 Potomac with the silver GMC Sierra, no plate. They're on it.
Wear a rainbow shirt to that courtroom then. Show some support. So, whatever happened with Defend? I don't know. Nothing ever happened with Defend. I think he still has... Defend still has some charges that he has to deal with before he can get out of Colorado. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know when his court dates are for any of it and what charges he still faces. I think he still faces the Lakewood charge. The one off of Colfax in front of the O'Reillys. The one I recorded, and then I was the only one standing in front of about a dozen police officers that one night. Eric had already left. Well, that ain't too smart. That ain't too smart at all. This is a guy driving reckless in the parking lot and then pulling out in the street, and Brighton's sitting right here. That ain't smart at all. Uh-oh. Batteries are low. I think I got my spare battery with me for this. I've been running it all day, so that's the problem. Let me see if my other battery has a charge or not. I'm hoping that it has a charge. It's been a while. Actually, I've never used this battery. I charged it up, but never used it. So let's see. All right, we got juice. I don't know how much juice yet. It doesn't give me how much battery juice I have. But at least we still got a scanner. It's a good thing I bought a spare battery when I bought this thing. And I have it in here. So, All right, any other questions here?
I have 2 non-priorities, 1 out of 6-2, 1 out of 6-3, and then 1 party out of 6.
You're getting a root beer float. Oh, okay. Pick up a package from California. It's getting more dangerous to be by myself. Yeah, it can be. But you got to remember there's a difference on how you handle things. For, you know, if you're auditing or if you're just cop watching or what is it that you're doing. I've never felt that I've needed to be with anybody else with the exception of a few places like perhaps like Lakeside. The time I expected them to arrest me when I went and audited them and they told me to get off the property and I told them no. See, that's one time that having somebody else with me would have been better. But there's very few times that being by myself out there that I was concerned about.
6261 Monaco Street again, 6261 Monaco Street, apartment 29 again, 29 break. RP is calling in.
If they send it through the mail, that's pretty dangerous.
Party has been evicted and keeps coming back. Party last of Richardson, first of Chas, Ronald Dwayne. Date of birth 3/30/87. DRs attached. Party from code 8x8. 1 DPD only. 3 felonies out of Adams County. 4 stages, and he's a probation client ×1.
Broccoli sticks, yeah.
Copy, and just to confirm the jail won't take none of those?
Negative. I checked on the 3 felonies out of ACSO. They advised unless it's a victim's crime, they won't take them.
Wow. Well, thank you for trying. I'll be en route.
Did you guys just hear that?
Copy, around 215.
The guy has 3 felony warrants and they won't take them.
Serve me a second.
Copy, second available for 370.
I got to replay this for you guys just so you can hear it.
RP is calling in. Looks like it's possibly the manager of this location. Advice. Party has been evicted and keeps coming back. Party last of Richardson, first of Chas, Ronald Dwayne. Date of birth 3/30/87. DRs attached. Party from code 8x8. 1 DPD only. 3 felonies out of Adams County. 4 stages, and he's a probation client ×1. ACDF won't take him.
Copy, and just to confirm the jail won't take none of those?
Negative. I checked on the 3 felonies out of ACSO. They advised unless it's a victim's crime, they won't take them.
Wow. Well, thank you for trying. I'll be en route.
Copy, around 215.
The jail refuses
Can you serve me a second?
to take a man
Copy, second available for 370.
with felonies, felony warrants. So they can't take him to jail with 3 felony warrants. Because the jail won't take them.
Avenue. RP is trying to go to location, advising there's a second party on scene that doesn't want to move out and is refusing to leave. Please Lester Schaefer for stability, go 8978 break.
They'll take somebody in,
on Monaco. She should be in a black Chevy Tahoe.
like if you got busted for shoplifting, but they won't take this man in that has 3 felony warrants. Nobody will take him in. So therefore the man walks with 3 felony warrants. How is that possible in America? You guys heard it on the radio, so yeah, they want to give Eric up to 18 years. They'll take him. They'll take him, but they won't take the man with 3 felony warrants. That's just mind-boggling. Oh, in Furry's chats, yeah. I try to get in on furries. Hers are always interesting to see. It wouldn't do any good to turn it into Eric's court. I mean, what good would that do? Literally, what good would it do?
Following the ambulance. We look on the road.
What good would it do? Not one bit of good. I gotta go down to the gas station. My low gas light just went off. I've been driving around today trying to make some money with Stringer. The one Stringer was the vaccination sites. So I noticed that Commerce City is listed as a drive-through vaccination site at the Dick's Sporting Goods arena there, which is right out in front of the police station. So I went down there to record, and come to find out, they haven't even started vaccinating people yet. So
Bergen 3. 21
So they haven't even started vaccinating people yet. So I didn't get real good footage. I just got the site set up. It looked like a testing site, just like the Adams County testing site. So all the cones and the little buildings and whatnot, it looked like the other testing site. So I took some footage and submitted it. That's all I could do. Nobody was there because it wasn't, open yet for business. I don't know when they're opening it. So I figured I'll walk, since I'm parked at the police station, I'll walk over there and see if I can do some jokes on some of the officers there. I only got one to bite on it, though. So oh, thank you, Jet. Thank you for the donation. 1 gallon. Yeah, about 1 gallon. I'd probably get me 2 gallons. I'll go down here to the Murphy Express.
I'll take the Goldberg.
Where the gas is cheaper, usually.
Right, 7-7 copy. It occurred 3 hours ago. The RPS camera showing the incident.
Something.
Okay, that's gonna have a little bit of extended ETA.
Copy, sir. 21.
So anyways, we got one officer on recording falling for the joke, but no canine officer to get him on that one, and I doubt that they're gonna broadcast. I should have asked the sergeant while they was there, but they're busy when they're on calls like that. So I'll bet you the sergeant would have done it. But you really never know. You might say, "Oh, that's not professional" or something. So what can you say when that happens? But that definitely, would have been hilarious.
Child support non-payment, sent for confirmation. Also listing that code
Would have been hilarious listening to that over the radio to Adams County's K9.
White male, 1211 74, sending 509. number 180 Brown over Brown. It's going to be on a failure to appear. My apologies. This is going to be on a traffic offense on a statewide expedition at $500 bond break.
Statewide expedition. Bam. They'll take him.
Felony out of Adams County. Same name, same date of birth, same descriptors. This is going to be a nationwide expedition for damage to property. Bond is at $1,500. Break. Stages misdemeanor out of county. Same name, same date of birth, same descriptors. This one's going to be on a failure to appear for a traffic offense. Statewide expedition. Bond at $250. Break. Warrant is going to be out of your city. Same name, same date of birth. Failure to appear for trespassing. Bond is at $200. Break. And last, misdemeanor out of county, for the same party, failure to appear, traffic offense, bond is at $250. Break.
Less than $2,000 in bonds that guy
And
has.
for masters, suspended child support non-payment from November 2019 to indefinite with 2 additional active. I'll attach.
Oh man, they're putting a warrant on a man for failure to pay child support in COVID. In a time of COVID? You gotta be shitting
I
me.
copy 02722 again, 2722.
That's messed up, man.
Welcome to October.
I wonder what it takes to get out for that one. But how many warrants did that man have? 4?
on this, sir.
At least 4 warrants, if not more. Alright, I'm gonna get some gas. Let you guys listen to the radio and talk amongst yourselves. I'll put the radio up next to you so you can hear it better.
Two 711. Go ahead and give me Kearney. I want to.
2789, copy on scene 6760 Kearney Street again, 6760 Kearney for parking violation.
Okay.
Copy 3632, status. Three two two seven two one status.
Where's first one?
Code 42136.
District 5, Bolo information, possible DUI, I-76 eastbound at Sable, dark gray or black Chevy Trailblazer, unknown license plate, swerving all over the road, unable to maintain lanes. Adams County will be advised. There's information at 2126. Chairman, you can't talk right now.
Seven 36.
We hear anything good?
Information 2129.
What's going on in the chat here?
Paul 60, you put me under control of suspects.
2120.
Audit the donut selection for apple fritters. I don't think they have apple fritters here.
77, break me in, I'll bring her up.
Brian 77, copy. Again, unconscious party, breathing, attended. Party's going to be in his vehicle, still getting further.
Where's this at?
Okay, I'll be code 3 from the first time.
This is in Brighton.
2129.
Text message.
Copy 23.
Information 2129.
Copy 23.
Information 2129.
Paul 60, you put me under control of suspects.
2120.
77, break me in, I'll bring her up.
Brian 77, copy. Again, unconscious party, breathing, attended. Party's going to be in his vehicle, still getting further.
Okay, I'll be code 3 from the first time.
We don't have an address on it.
2129.
We don't have an address. It walked over from the other one. So we'll have to catch the ambulance more than likely than anything. You've got a troll? Yeah, that happens. I'm surprised one of my mods isn't in here. With the possible DUI, yeah. The question is where? Because they got walked over from another city. The location for it. That's the part that sucks. So I'm heading towards the hospital area here. See if I can pick up where the ambulance would be going. I assume that they'll put a ambulance on it.
There's a party of about 25 people. I'm seeing playing loud music.
Oh no, there's a party going on. They're having fun. Somebody send the fun police.
2131.
I think I see
721, I can clear from here and cover him.
something up there clear up the road, but I'm not sure. I don't see it now though.
700.
Go ahead.
For that, do you want to give him the time frame? Go ahead. Close it out. Right number.
There we go.
Copy 232.
He's turning right. He's going that way. So it's behind us. That much I know now. Oh, I know what I need to do.
232.
I need to go this way. Let's see which way he's going. Let me get turned around here. At least we have a direction now. All we had to do is wait for him on the street. Wait for the lights and sirens. Could be at Walmart or somewhere else, but there's going to be more of them going to it. We got one coming up behind. So we'll be able to catch them here in a moment. Where it is. Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be an assault.
I think it's at the Walmart, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at Walmart. All we had to do was wait at the gas station and we would have saw him, but hey.
Right in 776.
2130. 33.
Ambulance is already here? What? How'd the ambulance get here that quick? Jesus.
2721 again, 2721. 213.
That ambulance was quick. Alright, let's see where I can
Okay, I copy. What's your dispo?
line up to see him.
Okay, copy. Yes, well, just occurred 4600 East 74 Avenue and 3600 East 74th Avenue at the Circle K. Looks like AET is calling it in on a party that pressed their panic alarm advising passenger had punched them in the face. Break.
Right.
ERP's refusing an ambulance advising the suspect should be a Dominic associated to 6564 East 80th Avenue. ERP's going to be in a black Honda Accord.
Alright, you can see him now.
Okay, now.
Hang on, 35.
Oh, he's going in cuffs. Well, maybe he's going in cuffs. They're searching him.
Zebra King Ocean 367, and myself and 3641 will be out with the group here on the 500 block Magnolia.
Confirm 4500 block Magnolia.
He could have been sleeping.
Last word is 2758.
He could have just been tired. He looks fine now. He don't look drunk. He could have just been sleeping. Somebody walked by and said, "Oh, he's unconscious." He wore his mask too long, right? I didn't see the ambulance even come by us. When am I bringing Johnny 50 back to ignore some cops? That's a good question. Actually, I might be going out to California to ignore some cops out there. Would you guys like that if I went out to California for a bit and ignored some California cops? Wouldn't be till later, towards the end of the year here, though.
Can you send the VIN I attached to the card off to Masters, please?
Hang on, 35.
The ambulance must have been on the west side of the Walmart here somewhere.
Information, our piece advising looks like male should be somewhere in his 20s, white male with black hair, wearing a white jacket and jeans. Last seen having West Bum 74, so last hiding in bushes, unknown is still on.
They're running his plate now.
Okay, copy.
338. 11 status.
367, go for it.
Go for 338.
Oh, the sergeant ain't here. I can't get the sergeant in on the joke on the canine.
338.
Adams County canine officer. I would definitely try to do that again. Or to get them involved in it. It's the only way that I'll be able to find a canine officer tonight to pull the joke on.
So you saw me a second, possibly have some transients trying to get into apartment 104, building 16, which that apartment should be abandoned.
That's Federal Heights talking about an abandoned apartment building? Really? I didn't know they had abandoned apartment buildings in Federal Heights.
We'll be en route from 100th and Bryan. Okay.
He's getting out the camera. He's going to take some photos. Or is he taking a picture of the Walmart?
Status.
For whatever reason, they're taking photos. And he's out of the ambulance. Now what?
632 in the area. I'll be looking for the suspect first.
Setting him on the front of his car, and then opening up the car and taking photos. Huh. That's weird. This is definitely a weird one for an unconscious man. He ain't being taken off in the ambulance. Alright guys, what theories do you got? Was he tired? Was he doing drugs? What theories do you got?
We'll cover 6379, get clear.
42.
79, copy.
42.
In Colorado, what's the law for taking somebody into custody for a mental health check? That would be an M1 hold. They can put an M1 hold on you and hold you for 72 hours, in which they need to have a doctor evaluate you. Too many pills? I don't know. Ambulance is gone. Let's see here. Gonna check out the LA riots. No, I'm thinking like August, September. Go to California. Ran out of gas. Him or his vehicle? I mean, why would he be unconscious in his vehicle? Reported unconscious in his vehicle. That's the question. I'm curious why they took photos too. Why would they take photos of his car and the scene and whatnot? So it's not a medical issue, apparently. So, was he unconscious or was he asleep?
Number 19, we're coming up soon.
Yeah, that could be very much the case. Decided, oh, he's unconscious. Question is, did they go up and knock on his door? You know, on his window or something? Oh, the ambulance is back. Wonder why they're back. They forgot something. Now they're blocking my view.
Charlie 161, checking status.
Come on, get your paperwork and get out of the way.
Code 4 Charlie 166.
Alright, she's back. She's back. They should be out of the way in a second. I don't think that the ambulance driver had any clue who I am. The police know who I am, but the ambulance driver wouldn't. So, he wouldn't, oh, they forgot the patient. Yeah, that could be. Maybe they needed his name so they could bill him. Right? Bill him for a non-emergency. Come on, get out of the way. Get your paperwork done and go. We're missing the call here.
Go ahead.
Your party and the vehicle that you're out with is actually going to be the vehicle that was stolen from Transwest a few hours ago. That county is just now entering.
Ooh. That's Commerce City, by the way, not this
Okay,
guy.
do they want to come out and get him?
Let me check.
Alright, ambulance is leaving again.
Okay.
Oh, there's the
3711.
DUI.
He's walking.
The
eastbound
DUI
on 104.
checks.
They still have eyes on him. If they want us to detain him and hold him till they get here, let us know.
They're doing a DUI check on him.
I copy.
He didn't look like he was staggering or anything. That doesn't mean much. I mean, he could be doing drugs, and he wouldn't stagger like he's drunk.
I'm imagining they want him. I'm sorry, I did not understand what you said.
There's an attempt to contact the same party.
Why are they using two flashlights? One off to the side and one above.
copy. I'll go see if I can catch it.
And they want him detained.
Copy.
No, Brandon.
Heel to toe
Very
time.
well, I'll start up there.
No, Brandon.
Yep, heel to toe time.
Hey, Oscar, did any of these people own that vehicle? Nope, you're good to tow it. Copy. 3641.
3641.
Clear, no report. Put me out parking, same location. Vehicle blocking the driveway. Hey, Oscar. Go ahead.
Stay at Saraceno in case it's somebody in the park that walked down the hill.
Yep, I'll turn around now. Hey, Flores, where's he walking from? We're Jeff. He's still on the report to make 100 Flores. I have one detained.
Copy 1 detained. No, Steve.
Ah, come on, you stupid thing.
6632 CF for assault.
Seven 23.
Okay, copy. There's 621. Myself and 2721 will be clear with a verbal warning. We'll be with 3641. I'll be clear.
No, doing.
Oh, he's a little wobbly there. Wonder if he has a problem with one of his legs, though. Oh, that's not looking good. But if he's got a problem with one of his legs, you know.
0628.
What are you doing?
He's like walking like a robot there. That didn't look too good. Let's do the leg in the air time.
So do you still want me to show Mirage en route?
He's gonna do the leg in the air.
Right there. It's in the middle of the roadway, so we have to
Yep.
go to it unless somebody's going to come out here and get it right now. And before we tow it, double check with county, make sure they don't need it for anything.
Now we got several issues going on here. One of the issues being is he's on private property. Second issue is the vehicle wasn't driving. I don't know if it was on when they approached, but he was in the driver's seat. So
2711, clear summons, break.
it's one of them things where it's like, I wonder
Make me,
how much of
another
this,
parking violation, same location.
how much of this, he could get out of, for mitigating circumstances of other things.
No,
So no, it's not really an incline. It's pretty flat. I mean, this is more tipped than, it's a flat parking lot. I mean, it looks like there's an incline, there isn't.
62, just confirm your code for.
He's doing all right holding his foot up.
3632. Status. 54.
He ain't all over the place yet.
Can you give us
eyes losing his
for an
balance.
impound break?
But you leave anybody in the air long enough and they'll lose their balance. They usually fall.
Five 730 Magnolia Street, please.
I don't think it's enough evidence to say he's drunk
5730.
or under drugs. But we'll see.
3641, that address is correct.
Okay, copy. 5730 Magnolia 2. Goodbye.
And it'll be for a lifted white Toyota Correction Chevy Tahoe.
Copy. 255.
3632. Can you have a victim's advocate give me a call?
Go ahead.
720-666-9369.
They are discussing
Morning.
if they have a case or not, I'm sure.
Good.
Triple being on 1 out of 71.
What's your info?
The suicide hotline advising that there's a party that wants to commit suicide and they requested an ambulance. It looks like female has
Handcuffs.
split her wrist for the OP.
Well, they would do the breath or blood anyways.
Alright, this is roll.
If they arrest him, they'll do probably a blood test over a breath test
711, can you help me back out?
if they don't smell alcohol.
3731.
You have the right to refuse the roadside
Copy.
test like this one, but you don't
3721.
have the right
Go ahead.
to refuse the breath or blood test without
Unknown, but medical is requesting you.
it being affecting you.
Clear system, you're not that.
When I copy showing you're on
Yeah.
triple being on 11281 East 106 way again, 1281 East 106 way. Break.
Good.
32-year-old female conscious breathing attended. Looks like she possibly used a glass to cut her wrist, and she is now wrapping her own wrist.
Yes, you can refuse,
Sorry, I didn't catch that last
but
part.
they
It
will
looks like they're EMD.
suspend your license. Yeah, he wasn't stopped on a traffic stop.
3621.
Go ahead.
By the way, there was a case
Can you cancel Mirage?
similar to this that Latol's Law just
Copy,
covered
go ahead.
Oh,
about
700, I'm gonna have to cover on the M1.
a cop being given a tip. So anonymous tip on somebody saying stop them, they're drunk,
Go ahead.
and if it was legal or not.
No, 656
And
88 now.
he just did a story on that. This would be a similar thing right here. You know, an anonymous tip that somebody's passed out
Copy,
or
arrest 656
unconscious.
Avenue. Attempt to contact
So
suspect received.
this isn't something that he's done to bring the attention of the officers onto him while driving. So he hasn't committed a traffic offense.
250.
So this would be right along that line right there, that it might not be legal for them to arrest him and have it stand in court. But you never know. Different state for one. I don't think they had enough on him to say he failed though. Otherwise, I think he'd already be in handcuffs. But maybe he's getting out of breathalyzer. He's in the back of his squad car again. So maybe he's getting out of breathalyzer or something to have him blow on it. Let's see what he's gonna do next. didn't.
711. Change the address to this to 6081 East 7th Place.
What'd he get?
Copy,
Got
2159.
something in his hand.
Once that's done, you can just show me clear warning.
I copy, 2159.
They're getting out of there, I think. Maybe.
79, code 6.
2979.
But sitting in the driver's seat, oh, that one would be a really tough
Right.
case for them to prove. You have to actually participate in
I copy, 2159.
actively trying to drive a vehicle to get the DUI.
Please
Just
tell me all
being in the
information.
driver's seat but not having the key in, that would definitely
3711.
be an issue.
Spoke to County advising they're not going to go up and pick up the suspect, and you can handle the deal as normal. They're entering it now into the system, so it should be available here shortly. Break.
Go ahead.
As far as Mirage, they advise you can just have it towed back to Mirage, and they'll advise the owner.
Okay, so I can get this here.
I don't think this is going to be an arrest.
That they said they weren't, and I also confirmed that VIN and it's attached.
Okay.
2200.
T711 will be en route to the 6800 block 5E for further parking violations.
Confirm the address.
12818 East 106 12818.
Okay, check. Not on the right.
All right, what's he got in his hand? His right hand, the one in front of
How you
us
doing?
on the left.
Junior 72 status check.
721 code 4.
Copy code 4. Junior 73 status.
Keeps looking at it, whatever it is.
Junior 74 status.
Question is what is it? No, it's in his left hand.
Code 4.
Junior 77 status.
Is it the guy's ID? I think it's his ID. Yes, if the car is running, you can get a DUI.
Copy thank you. Junior 78 status.
But you'd still... There's a lot of factors in it. You'd have to watch the DUI guy.
This far.
Hey, Denise, how you doing?
Okay, thank you. Junior 20 status.
I don't think they're going to do an arrest here.
Copy
I
code
think
4.
that's his ID that's in his left hand now. Couldn't make it out, but that's what I'm going to assume is that it's his ID.
631.
104 Bannock, 546 Victor Charles Queen, 546 Victor Charles Queen.
If they were going to arrest him on a DUI, they would have already had him in cuffs. They would have said, oh, that's enough, and put him in cuffs and put him in the patrol car. I think they're waiting to see if he's clear with warrants and whatnot. He's already parked. He wasn't driving. He's in a parking spot.
To get the car back, sir.
3721, where goes for medical come in?
3721, copy code 4, setting medical inside the other.
700, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your last.
And negative, sir, I'm not aware, I'm just covering the lunch right now, but it looks like they were just into the vehicle.
Call me and I can tell you.
Alright, so there was a county session is taking that call. Need to have them contact one of our officers so that we can find out what charge. We're going to issue him a summons or if suspect in tow or something like that.
Commerce City certainly busy.
Okay, copy, the number, sir.
3632.
3632.
Well, it's not my guy. I'm out at 6564.
Copy not the mail back at 654.
Yeah, we went over that earlier, Kenny.
7-9. You can show me clear on a summons. I'll be en route to cover him on that.
Yes, you can get a DUI on private property, but it's a little bit more difficult on the circumstances. Oh, now we got somebody showing up.
422.
That's what they were waiting for, was this officer here. So let's find out what's going on. I wonder if this is a sergeant or not.
Contact for them.
3632 on contact 2205.
I think this is a corporal or a sergeant.
He's going to be clear revoked, and let me know if you want his picture on it.
7-1, we'll be good. I know what he looks like.
It'll be 2205.
Yeah, something like that.
Sample.
No, this isn't a K9 unit. He pled guilty
Of any parties in Justin Heights
to
do a pickup on anybody?
lesser charges on his felonies out of Denver, Jefferson County, and Adams County. So he pled to lesser charges. It's still felonies though. He went from a higher felony to a lower felony. And he took out a bunch of other smaller misdemeanors as well.
To the west side or the east side of the bridge.
No, he couldn't get it down to a disorderly.
7-1, I'm en route to the east side right now. Okay, I'll go to the west side.
Are they arresting him? They are. Cuffs
Go to the west side with you.
Cuffs are going on. I wonder if it's for a warrant.
6-4 on the east side.
No, his sentencing is April 26th, I believe. I don't think they're arresting him for a DUI. I think he probably has a warrant or something. Or they found some drugs or something. What's he got in his hand now?
Code 5.
I don't know what he's got in his hand now.
Code 5, 12207.
I don't think it's a DUI though. Yeah.
Phone number's on line 30 on the card.
Well, assumptions is all you can make unless you're right there with them in their faces. But a lot of my assumptions turn out to be correct. You see enough arrests go down, you know, that you can figure out some things just by how it's happening, you know what I mean? So if they wanted to do a DUI arrest, they would have done it right after the test. And you can see that he's not staggering or anything, so I'll go ask them what they're arresting him on.
2 Brand 20.
Anybody want to take bets on what it is?
Go ahead. Shots heard only just occurred in District 3.
Shots only in District 3. That's here in
Copy. How
Brighton.
many callers and where it happened? I don't have my computer.
Just one caller. South 5th and Jeff.
South Fifth
Copy.
and what?
2209. Here on this side.
Plainview drugs. Could be drugs. Could be warrant.
7120, did you actually go up on the bridge and look, or are you just looking from the bottom?
Well, they're definitely going to do a search.
26, they were on the bridge. He's not up here. I'll try giving his phone number a call. Okay. And he's over at 10648, correct?
Drugs in Plainview. Could be. Could be marijuana for that matter. But
Hey, for our
marijuana
number,
being
let me get him
legal,
on phone. I've got a
it's
report.
not legal to do marijuana. Oh, they're not taking the car. They're locking it.
Yeah, just go knock on his door.
They're locking the thing. They're not going to inventory it.
Roger. Make sure we clear his, and then I'll go handle the shots first.
If he's smoking marijuana in his car, that's illegal too. So
977, copy.
Yeah,
Okay,
isn't-
South 5th and Jessup, one caller, sir. Said that they heard 6 to 7 shots from the north, from the south of that location.
Okay, and have we pulled a CR on this yet?
Negative.
let's go
Yeah,
find out.
75.
Yeah, for DUI.
They're going to go talk to him first.
Go ahead.
Everybody have their bets in on what it's going to be?
5, apartment 104.
Go again.
You guys at building 5, 104?
We're at building 16. There's some other agency over at 504.
I don't think it's a DUI.
Okay, have a
I think it's gonna be a warrant.
104 sitting, someone's banging on their door, sitting there, police officers, not explaining anything else.
I think
What's that
it's
party's
going to
name?
be a warrant. Of all things, it's going to be a warrant. That's my bet. I hear sirens going off for the shots fired one. Where's the other officer's vehicle?
Neil Lawson from Roseville, Carolina, 56093. Looks like she's needing pepper spray.
All right, we got bets on it. What is it? That you're taking him in on? A warrant? What was it?
I can't really say, but
It wasn't a DUI?
maybe.
Maybe? You don't know?
Oh, I do, but ongoing investigation. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, okay. It could be a DUI, ongoing investigation, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys. So it could be the DUI. Wasn't my bet on, though. My bet was a warrant. Usually they'll tell me. Yeah, I could look it up.
511.
Ongoing investigation. Public information. If I knew his name, I could look it up on the Adams County
Control UPS.
jail.
611, copy 2213.
Oh well.
2214.
DUI? No, I think if they were doing a DUI, they would have put him in cuffs immediately after the tests. You know? I don't believe that that it was a DUI, maybe for drugs, but not for alcohol. He wasn't staggering around enough for alcohol.
Find out who these guys are, who they're looking for, and let them know the party plans are close to medical, party. Recovery.
With one juvenile male aboard 1078, starting mileage 104. At 2214.
But he should have been able to tell me.
373 Mirage.
I'm here with Tommy Mirage, 2015.
He just didn't want to tell me is what it came down to.
Area.
That's fine, just have them stage by building.
My directed.
2215.
I got some road construction over here too. Damn. Shots fired, but I didn't catch exactly where, and nothing confirmed anyway.
Can you plate?
721.
Adam Frank X-ray Charles 60. Adam Frank X-ray Charles 60.
Besides, it's getting late in the evening. Not as late as I used to stay out, but
1500 out of Denver.
that's the way it is. Alright,
You're welcome, 2216.
improper bootlicking. Sometimes we do get follow-ups on them.
Can you put me at the P on it?
There is times where I do get follow-ups on them, but there is other times where I don't. So I try to get follow-ups on things.
700 go ahead.
Adam, Tom, John 33. Adam, Tom, John 33.
Accomplished nothing. Yeah, well,
Recent hip surgery. She's in pain.
sometimes that's what it is you accomplish nothing while seeing something. So you stayed and watched it though. But I don't know who you're calling a bully there. Bully supporting Ghost Rider. I don't bully people, so I don't know what to tell you there. How you doing, Matt?
2218.
I could probably call down to the jail and find out
3062. Come on, see that.
what they charge him with. So he's arrested. Oh, we'll know what time he arrived at the jail here shortly, which won't be too long. So at 10:20 p.m. Is Eric in jail or ankle monitor still? He still has one ankle monitor on. And he's looking at up to 18 years. Which I don't think they're going to give him 18 years. He doesn't think so either. The dude that crashed into the Evans gas station was shot by Greeley police. Think it was legit bad guy. I was up there for that one, Kenny. When they shot him, he was attempting to carjack another vehicle to get away.
Okay, they have positive ID on that party. It was him.
So he crashed a vehicle into the front of the gas station, got out, went around the side of the building to the car wash, and attempted to carjack another vehicle. So was it justified? Was it legit? You know, that's always the question. So, you know, I don't get to decide if it was legit or, you know, anything.
Yeah, it's a traffic stop.
As for justified, probably. When you got somebody with a weapon trying to carjack somebody else, that can be an issue. So it's more likely justified. But I don't know the full circumstances of it to, you know, say. That's what a jury is for. Of course, I don't think that guy gets a jury. I think he died. So he gets an investigation anyway.
Credit card.
7.5 is a car that was that one night or the last time. Lastra was his name, by the way. Officer Lastra. So I still haven't wrote that up. Haven't had the time yet. I'll make the time. But they'll address it one way or another. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna be heading off. Go home and prove that they were justified. It probably will. I mean, you're talking about multiple things going on there, you know. Not just the crash at the gas station, but carjacking as well. That is usually pretty conclusive, that in itself, when you got multiple things going on like that.
I was in contact with Alex. He was on the phone with RP.
So,
he doesn't have any plans to hurt himself or anybody else.
We'll see what they say about it. What they say and what actually happened isn't always the same. Yeah, armed suspect. So if he was armed, you know, that's a big issue right there, especially if he fired a shot at him, you know, at the police. So that's justification right there if he fired a shot at him, or even pointed the gun at him in some cases. But if he's pointing a gun at somebody in a car, saying get out of your car, you know, that's a justification right there too. You're protecting the life of another individual at that point. So chances are they're going to find it justified.
Adam George, Sam 01. Adam George, Sam 01.
I still haven't fixed that light, by the way. If you guys had noticed, the one just to the right of center for the street lamp that goes on and off. It's been that way for quite a while now. So as long as it works when the crew comes by, right? Well, I usually see a news story and then I'll post a link to it on my community section or in the story itself on the recording, you know, below it. I'll usually put them in there, you know, if I
5 Mallard
do
Drive,
have
725
something
Mallard Drive. Have an open
to
line
follow
with
up
a
on.
verbal in the background. Still trying to get additional from the RP break.
But I am hungry, officially hungry,
The RP is hard to understand, but advising daughters on scene, DK, and causing problems.
and a little tired. So I've been sleeping at nighttime instead of being out at night. So that's the way it is. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank you guys for joining me on the stream tonight. And we will catch you guys on the next one. So everybody have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it might be for you. Pug face. First. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, the light's been doing that for over a year now, hasn't it? One of these days they'll fix it, right? Maybe. Maybe somebody will come by with a DUI and crash into it and knock it over, and they get a whole new one.
Extra patrol area of 83 in Montero Break.
But good night, everybody.
Just a note on the chart of expediters.
We'll catch you guys later.
Copy 2225.